Tom. We are back with the third and final volume of the Red Arc of Pokemon Adventures. This goes up to chapter 40 in the series and wraps up basically Red's main story.
What a manga. What a manga. I honestly, a whirlwind of a finale. Definitely did not let up any of the pace. So this third volume, again, I've had complicated feelings about this manga because it's just so like, there's so much just so like slapdash about it. It really is like throw stuff together into a pot kind of manga. But there are moments in this third volume that approach and or like are set up some of the coolest like things I've seen in Pokemon's like plots, like the Silph Co like showdown against there's like
the Silph Co infiltration arc is so sick.
Silph Co infiltration with green, blue, and red against Sabrina, Lieutenant Surge, and Koga is like one of the cool. It's like such a cool setup. It's such a cool setup. Like I was vibing with it. Again, the ways they get out of each encounter is a little bit bullshit, and but the Silph Co build up Team Rocket really feels dangerous, as we mentioned last time, and like the Mr. Mime barrier around City they have to infiltrate. And like it was just epic on a scale that like Team Rocket unfortunately never surpasses Joke in the games and the anime, really.
Yeah.
But in the manga, it's like Team Rocket runs the world. Like this is the shadow government. This is the Illuminati. And so in that way, like I really like you really feel like the stakes again. The way they're so immediately defeated by these idiots is a little depressing about like how they defeat them. But again, very cool. Like I do like seeing also the gym leaders in their like Team Rocket outfits too. Like Koga's wearing isn't he wearing like muck?
He's wearing like a Grimer as his like scarf, which is so cool.
Just sick. So like seeing that the 3v3 our main cast go up against these main bad gym leaders, I was having a great time with that. I don't know how you felt about that.
Can we let's talk about them infiltrating Saffron City, because of course it's being blocked by a barrier. They quickly realize that Mr. Mime is like kind of posting up the barrier. And how they manage to defeat the Mr. Mime is Pikachu uses Substitute.
Oh yeah,
which allows him to get through the barrier for some reason, and then Blue's Golduck uses Confusion, which allows him to like Daredevil ass,
like radar,
sonically see what's going on, and they basically put Confusion on the substituted Pikachu to defeat the Mr. Mime.
Now, if I was Team Rocket, every single guard is guarding that Mr. Mime because clearly no one can get in. Just putting everybody on Mr. Mime.
You know, all 25 of your Rocket Grunts, all loaded up against Mr.
Everyone's on Mr. Mime. Yeah. We see a screenshot from the game in this part.
Yes, we do. Very cute.
Yeah, of Silph Co. Silph Co is cool in the original as well. As the like, it's like the key climactic dungeon of Red and Blue. I think it's really cool for an RPG. Excuse me. To have its climactic dungeon be like the headquarters of a corporation, be that it was taken over by like a criminal like gang. I don't know, like just the Silph Co's just cool. Always been cool to me, but it is a little bit of like a whatever dungeon setup, at least the setup to getting into it.
Yeah, it's just kind of another part of the. Like, it just kind of feels like it's another part of the game.
But like this feels like everything's
culminates in Saffron. Everything. It's not just
infiltrating the Mr. Mime thing, but then Misty, Brock, and Erica are guarding the gates. Like it's just like, excuse me. This is epic. This is sick. Like this is definitely like like what you get out of the manga that you wouldn't get anywhere else. Like the Pokemon anime plot's never this directed and focused, and the video game is never this high scale.
No.
This is a very unique like experience of like really feeling like the stakes of something and the intensity and scale of a conflict like this. Unless sometimes in the movies get there because they have to be a little more focused, but yeah, I did like the whole Silph Co encounter, even though again the actual ways our three protagonists get out of their predicaments do leave a little bit to be desired. Specifically, what I thought was very weird was Green's encounter with Sabrina. I actually, it's the one panel I had to take a picture of.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great example of like how stupid the ways our characters get out of predicaments. Because Sabrina's got her clock. Like Sabrina is not just has like Kadabra, but
she's also psychic herself.
Is just psychic. But Green says something like mean to Sabrina, and this is one of the worst bubble dialogue I've ever seen in manga. And I know it's gonna be flipped, but I'll read it too. It's lost my focus when she dissed me.
Yeah. So okay. So I actually have a little bit of lore on this. I got a little bit of lore because basically there is a cut page from the Viz translation that we've been reading, which is even more little sussy. So there's this page right here that we see. And basically we see Green here, and then Green's looking a little more busty.
I was going to say.
So there's a reason for that. It's because Green's hiding her Pokeballs in her bra in this, and there's a scene where she pulls them out. But of course Viz is like, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this.
But it was to make Sabrina insecure about her looks and her haircut.
So that's how they decided to localize it, because they cut the page and they're like, well, else how can we do it? Well, Green disses her.
Okay, so that is unique. Okay, because I was like, I mean, still silly, still ridiculous,
very silly and ridiculous.
And then they're building up to something in here, where like Red finds this like device doohickey where he can place all the gym badges, but the gym badges in this game, in this manga, are not just gym badges. They are supernatural, like it's almost like the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, and in the game, in the original game, like if you get certain badges, it allows you to use higher level Pokemon, and increases the attack and defense and speed and special of the Pokemon when you get certain badges. So they're translating that aspect into the manga.
But it's funny, it's only 7 badges that do this.
Yeah,
too. Not the 8th. When you put them all together, I was like, what's going to happen? And Green kind of says like a new Pokemon will be revealed. And I'm like, what is going to happen? Is it going to be like Ho-Oh? Because there actually are some hints to Ho in this manga every now and then. That's where my mind went. And no, they just like homunculi, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres together.
Yeah, they fuse them together, which ties into the Eevee shit from earlier. In Volume 2.
I was like, this is disgusting. And 2, like, there's a great panel of like, and it's gonna kill and destroy the world. And then the next panel is Gust. Like,
they're using Gust,
and it's like, it's using Gust.
Because especially in the previous panel, it was like Blizzard, like Fire Blast, Thundershock, like.
And it's like, now they're combined. What could they do? And then the way we defeat them is pretty whatever. Isn't it? Clefairy. No, Clefairy evolves in Clefable
because he trades the Moonstone. Yeah,
and that's the one. Clefable.
Metronome, man, it's OP as shit, bro.
Yeah. Metronome is able to just completely.
When you got the power of God and manga on your side, Metronome is OP as fuck.
All powerful legendary bird combo. Like, yeah, there are moments in this that, and it's clearly what it is. It's been like this since the beginning. You're just like, not to jump too far ahead, but like, I'm sorry, Ash defeating Giovanni with the Pikachu is just too much. You know, I beat all your ground types with a really soulful Thunderbolt. Like, just enough. Enough. We already did it with Brock. I can't do it twice.
Anyway. They get so much right about the series that. Like how did this get past the goalie?
Yeah, and also Giovanni has 7 Pokemon in that fight. Like is Beedrill, Cloyster, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and Dugtrio.
So he does explain that the Cloyster and the Beedrill are just like some throwaways, and he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
but we saw him throw
is...
his Pokeballs to the ground though, and there were 6. We see this whole. This is another dumb part of that fight, which is like Giovanni's.
It's
also
very
like Naruto.
JoJo. It gets all JoJo where it's like in 2 seconds I'll be able to grab the Pokeball. Like,
yeah, and in 3 seconds it'll take you to charge your thing, and in 2 seconds for the attack, and literally nonsense. Like at some point, like you do have to like give.
There's
up.
them going for the balls.
I really do like love the art. I actually like the characters a lot too in this, and there are aspects of this plot that I think is fun, but it's just so nonsense. Like it's such nonsense that it is, unfortunately, something I usually don't like saying. It is kiddie shit. Like it's for kids to not turn their brain off and not think about too much. Like it really is, unfortunately, that in a way that I usually typically don't like doing it. Even for Pokemon, like Pokemon, I do think there's like stuff going on there is a lot more interesting. It is valuable, and like it's not just for kids. Like a lot of people can enjoy this. I do think, unfortunately, the manga, like without nostalgia for this art style and these characters in this world, like would be a little hard for me to recommend. Luckily, 900 million people play Pokemon.
I think if you like Pokemon, it's an easy recommend. I wouldn't recommend the series if you actively did not like Pokemon.
Yeah, which I would recommend Pokemon to somebody who had like as a game. I do trust like the foundations of the games, at least the old ones.
And I definitely would say, on the whole, and especially season 1 of the anime, like Indigo League of the anime, has some sussy baka moments with the battles. But honestly, after that, from like Orange Island on, the battling for Pokemon is pretty true to the game. It's pretty legit. Like they don't really take any crazy liberties.
I agree
with the battles.
It's even we're saying this, the anime feels really grounded in the mechanics of the game after reading this, which is saying something for sure. I think I skipped over a major plot point though. Post Silph Co, I believe Mewtwo.
Yeah, Mewtwo reveals himself.
Mewtwo and Blaine story kind of concludes.
Yeah, we get the end of that. So apparently Blaine had to use his own human cells and mix it with Mew to get Mewtwo. So
sick lore. I like that.
Hands all melted. Sick.
Now we know why Mewtwo's so thick, because Blaine's thick. Like Blaine's got it going. Yeah, I do like that. I like that part of it. Blaine comes off just like awesome in this. Like he just seems super cool. Because of that too. Like he's got this metal, so like Tetsuo from Akira like arm, like that's like just moving on its own, mutating on its own, Mewtwoing on its own. But Mewtwo using like Twister the whole time, like kind of, and Spoon Slam. Like Mewtwo itself, like we didn't. I hope the manga goes into it a bit more, Mewtwo's, because like Mewtwo is kind of just in and out. Like Mewtwo in the anime is like a big character, but in the manga, like it really is over pretty quick. You don't actually get a sense of Mewtwo. At all.
Although I do like Pikachu holding the Master Ball in its mouth and like fucking forcing him in it. I think is pretty cool. And then Red's like, "All right, here you go, Blaine. Here's your fucking Mewtwo. I'm gonna go do the Pokemon League real quick."
The Pokemon League, right? Well, he did. Yeah, he had to beat Giovanni. And then he goes and beats Giovanni.
Yeah. Well, also we have a chapter where we're introduced to the next arc's protagonist, Yellow, who's just a young little kid at this point. That's the child he meets in the forest.
The girl?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
I didn't
Yellow.
Know that was gonna be Yellow. Okay,
and then
cool.
she becomes the protagonist in volumes 4 through 7, the next like major arc of the story.
Okay.
So she uses the Pikachu to get the Rattata.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We also learned that Palatown is like the last untouched, like unpolluted part of Kanto, which is funny to me because then we learned this other detail, because red, blue, and green all go to the Pokemon League, and Professor Oak as well, which is funny.
Every former winner of the Pokemon League is from Palatown.
Yeah, and so it's like, sounds like Palatown would have been on the map by this point then. If every single league winner in history, which I imagine if Oak was doing it, it's been around for a bit, is from Palatown. I don't know if Palatown would beat this outskirt like nobody'sville, untouched by press and industry, when like literally the greatest Pokemon traders
The
are
best to ever do
exclusively from Palatown. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I do like that. That's one like real theme this manga's included, like the pollution. Blue's like, because there's no pollution here, and pollution's bad, which is like a key theme of Pokemon. But it definitely feels a little like thrown in at the end here, especially because like Blue's like, I'm doing this for Palatown, my hometown, and it's like Red's like, mine too. Like, I care as well. Like, also from here. Yeah, like we forgot to mention Professor Oak was kidnapped by Team Rocket.
Yes,
and Silph Co.
And Blue saves him. His grandson saves him.
Yeah, Blue saves him. It was nice. And now all four of them are going to convene in the league battle in this tournament. And of course, they all four make it to the semifinal. Unsurprisingly, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
The first fight we get is Green versus Also, I would hold on before we get into that. I'd be completely depressed and remiss if I did not mention the best fucking line. Is will the real Blastoise please stand up during the fight against Sabrina?
My god!
Do you remember that?
I didn't clock that. I did not.
So basically, Green summons her Ditto, poisoning his Blastoise, and is getting her shit clocked by Sabrina, and then she hits her with the "Will the real Blastoise please stand up?" And then
that's
she hits
with
Sabrina.
Sabrina. Yeah.
I just needed to mention that because that got a fucking hearty chuckle out of your boy a couple hours ago when I was reading this.
Very good, very good. Yes. No, I was too stuck on. I lost focus when you were dissing me. Also. But coming back, as you know, my least favorite character, Bill, is back.
Oh man,
to narrate these league battle fights.
I didn't really find his accent that noticeable in this volume.
He says warrant at one point, WARN''T, as in I assume he's saying like isn't or wasn't. That warrant's supposed to happen or something like that. Like, he says something like that, and I'm just like rolling my eyes. Because that is just such classic 90s, like, because I'm sure he has some kind of like Kansai dialect or some crazy dialect.
I gotta be honest, I don't hate this shit. Like, because you don't like it in Dragon Quest and other JRPGs. I don't mind it. I like the accents. I think they're cute and funny. And they add a little flavor to the characters instead of them all talking the exact same.
It's just too much. It's just too. It's almost insult. If I was a country accent, I'd be a little insulted by Bill here because it's just absurd. But he's not right. It's not too bad in this one. He isn't quite as obnoxious as he is in the earlier chapters. But yeah, so first fight we see is Green versus Dr. O.
It's like Mr. X from fucking Mega Man X. Who could this be?
Who could this be? He's in like weird like BDM like or whatever,
he's got like
bondage,
a mummy's wrap around him.
Yeah, like it's a little weird. And he keeps dropping hints like Green stole Squirtle from him and all these things, and really he's just there to teach Green a lesson, which is kind of nice that he like put some time into Green's like life.
We get some feedback.
We get some backstory.
We
get some backstory on Green. Go ahead.
She doesn't like flying type Pokemon, so he comes in with a squad of nothing but birds, nothing but flying types. Spearow is the primary one he's using. A few others. It's fun, and he ends up winning. But he's like, "It's all right, Green. Here's a Pokedex. You're an official trainer. Don't steal."
I did what I just came here to teach her a lesson. I'm out.
Yeah, so then
I
he forfeits after he wins. So basically, the fight with Red versus Blue in the semifinal becomes the final.
Convenient for them.
Yeah, just like the game.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, because we see the Elite Four like in the stands. I wonder how they're like.
So
what's going on
little spoiler for what's to come. They are the villains of the next arc. They're the major villains. Is Bruno, Agatha, Lance, and Lorelei. So we get a little. They're like the four emperors from One Piece. They're all silhouetted in the shadows.
Yeah, I like it. But so Blues fight with Red. Again, I feel like we're moving fast to this, because it really is an annoying fight for me, Sam, because Red exclusively uses Pokemon that are weak to Blue. And anyway,
it's tough.
Like, it's really frustrating that he opens with Venusaur Charizard and somehow can navigate that, and then Machamp Snorlax, which is like the one Snorlax counter in the game, is Machamp, and somehow navigates that. The only thing that's sick about it, though, is when he does one, for some reason Red's allowed to have 3 Pokemon out versus 1 at one point, but it is sick because he uses the powers combined of Poliwrath, Pikachu, and Venusaur to do like this like thunderclap, vine whip, like rain dance move all at once to kill Charizard.
They do come out at separate times. They don't come out all at the same. They come out all at the same time at the end.
BS. It's a little BS.
It's still BS. It's still doesn't work like that.
But the battles are just not good in this.
I like I will say to defend this ending fight. I do like that there are elements where Blue gets the upper hand because of stuff he learned from Red, like paying attention to his Pokemon.
The character stuff is good. With Machamp only exists because of the trade evolution.
Because of the trade. And then Red learned some stuff from Blue in his battle style, which allows him to, get the upper hand and eventually win. So they both grew because of each other, and that's what the rivalship in Pokemon should be all about,
Yes.
Which I like, but due to some shenanigans that are a little, it's not game accurate, but it works for the story where we got to get the OG3, Poliwrath, Pikachu, and Venusaur.
Even the audience and Bill and everyone's like, what's going on with Red choosing all the worst
Pokemon ever?
Like they're even clocking it. Like they're even going like, what's going on here? Like this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's it's a bit wild, but he ends up winning. He ends up taking him down.
I do. So the team, does your thing end with his team?
Yes. Do we want to go over it?
Yeah. Well, we'll end with that. So his team, Pikachu level 51, which is fair when you see the other ones. Nicknamed Pika. Then we have Venusaur. Oh, mine looks different. Venusaur level 60. Poliwrath level 61. I do like this team is cool. Gyarados gets shafted in this. He doesn't really get used. Snorlax 52. Gyarados level 48. Aerodactyl level 41. All these nicknames are just shortened versions of the name. They don't actually have any real nickname.
Yeah, I only know, he only calls him Pika. Like Pikachu gets shortened to Pika. I don't think the others get does yours have nicknames for the other 5?
This final page on here.
You got more detailed. You got more detailed.
Yeah. Well, this is the so he has 7 badges. I guess he never actually collected the
Earth badge.
Yeah. 71 Pokemon found.
Number caught 132, so he probably went sicko mode in the Safari Zone. Red won the Pokemon League Championship, but he still has a lot of Pokemon left to capture. So that is the story, all about how. And then there's
his life got turned upside down.
And then that's yellow, right?
I thought it was a girl.
It is a girl.
Okay, I can't really see.
She's a little
I don't have
gender
that page.
ambiguous.
I don't have that page on this. I really enjoyed this printing. This
That's a great book right there.
High quality, nice nice white pages. You know, you don't always get these nice white.
These
are
certainly
some
are not nice white pages. These are chalk. These are not. This is some fucking tan yellow shit. Although, granted, I've had this book for 15 years, so it's probably
Yeah, no, I like that. Definitely liked it. Though I will admit, I liked this less than I thought I was going to. Because I think just because it was such like breakneck like nonsense the whole way through. But I think the art is just unbelievable. I mean, it sends me right back to that period. I mean, looking at 90s Pokemon art is like it's just like it's a drug for us with Pokemon brain. Like it really is like right to the IV. So I'll cherish the manga in that context as like a time capsule. But it wasn't as it wasn't slow enough to like really like get like into the world enough. Like very few rare moments.
I would have. I think now going back as an adult and rereading this, I would have gotten a lot more if we got an extra volume's worth of material and we slowed it down a little bit. Because it's pretty breakneck. I mean, especially this volume is like the assault on Silph Co, Mewtwo, Giovanni, the end of the Indigo League. Yeah.
No Victory Road.
Not even the preliminaries or anything of the Indigo League. We jump right to the semifinals.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more about like behind the scenes of making this manga. Like, what were the goals and the intentions? Because again, there's some cool things in it. And like, what was the goal setting out with this first 3 volumes? Like why cover like Kanto, the whole Kanto story, Red and Blue, in only 3 volumes? Like, why was that restriction there? I don't know. I'd be curious to find out more about like interviews with the creators or whatnot. Yeah, any final thoughts?
No, I mean, definitely, I really enjoyed going through it again. Definitely was, again, a lot more wacky and a lot goofier than I remember it being. I remember it being pretty true to form, but I will still stand by that. I think this is still like probably outside of the games, like my favorite like portrayal and like adaptation of the Pokemon world. I like that.
If I was a kid, yeah, this would have been a whole different thing because I didn't have a million options for things to read or engage or consume. When you like, I poured over Pokemon game walkthrough guidebooks endlessly, so I would have probably poured over these and reread them a million times. I don't know if you had that experience.
It's I definitely had the Diamond and Pearl guidebook that I read through quite a bit, the Prima guide. And I think too, as a kid, especially because like as much as the Pokemon anime is awesome, as a gamer, as a Pokemon gamer, the anime sometimes leaves you wanting more. You're like,
too slow.
Like, why won't Ash catch the fucking cool Pokemon? Like, why is he just letting this guy just slip past him? You know. And in this, Fred's like, fuck it, I'll catch anything. I'll just throw my fucking balls at anything. Which is really fun and exciting. And I think the team, I mean, come on, look how fucking cool this squad is.
Right.
Look how cool this squad is. And look how cool our squad is. I think that's what I like about it. And I think it's a short read. You'll blast through this. I think maybe in totality, took me like, it takes you probably maybe like 80, 90 minutes to get through a volume of this. A little bit longer than I think your standard Tankabon. But maybe like an extra 30 or 40 pages or something like that. But I mean, overall, I think it's a pretty great read. How much did you spend on your omnibus? Because that would probably be the version people would buy today.
It's 20.
Great value. I think that's a great value.
I just held in a sneeze so hard I made myself cry. So I kept it in. So no, I'm just really emotional about this. No, it's $20. And they're through like a bunch. They've been covering a lot of it. So
so the Pokemon Adventures, I think it's in like the 40s now. I think it did stop at one point, and then there's some other spin-offs. So like there's
No, I mean
one
the
I had.
collector's edition is like they've gotten through a lot of the old ones as well.
Yeah,
Like there's
there's another
multiple volumes.
series, Pokemon series that I had. Yeah, this one, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventure, which is
Oh, geez.
different. That's a totally different, not in this canon or universe, where it stars this guy. He's got a Japanese name, and he was like born in the forest and like grew up with Pokemon, so he's got some like physical feats. He's got some. He's got some.
You know what's the thought I just came to? The first Pokemon comic I've ever read is the first Nuzlocke comics. Like I was way
Really, like
like
the
when
one
I was
with the Nuzleaf.
yeah, like I was as a kid like really into those comics. And so like and those comics are a little more one, I think they're legitimately compared to this like really good. Um and like the battles are like sensical, but I grew up with those, and so I definitely reread and poured over those when they were coming out. Like I would wait for them like actively as they were coming out. I
There
was like
is a
excited.
oh man, I wish I remember the name because there was specifically one Nuzlocke comic that I was really into. It was it was from Kanto. And it was a girl, a woman was like the main character. She was like dressed as red, and that was a very fun like
Well, yeah,
comic
a
story.
lot of people. So soon after the original guy, it became very
Oh no,
popular. Nuzlocke comics.
this was a whole thing in
Yeah,
like the mid two.
yeah,
My
but
shout out my good buddy Bryce did he's a artist. He did a short run like comic for Sapphire. Um
I'm just saying that I really liked the original guy's Nuzlocke comics growing up. So that was like my Pokemon comic book experience as a kid. Like those really hooked me. I definitely obsessed over those. Like I've been on Nuzlocke train for a long time because I found those
oh yeah,
a long time
I
ago.
was
Yeah.
pretty I guess it's so funny like how
Now how
big
popular
how
Nuzlocke
huge
is. Yeah.
Nuzlocke is
Right.
today in 2026 compared to like when we were into it, which is this very very niche thing. It's funny. Um
Well, I think it actually was like when the comic came out. I think it like, did spike in popularity for a while with like, like Maryland and them. Like there was that wave of project like doing
oh
Nuzlocks, and then
yeah.
it dipped again until like these super challenge like P-Chow like level challenge people came up, and people that like weren't around for that first wave of popularity got into it as like a streaming activity, like a hardcore stream to watch. So like those comics though, like I love them. I thought they were so fun. And then you see like I think it also comes like Jaden Animations doing her Nuzlocke
Yeah.
videos, which are just like the comic. Like it's her making her own
It's the
Nuzlocke
comic, but
comic.
it's animated. It's like a 25-minute
Yeah,
video. Yeah.
like I don't know, just there's like to me, I would recommend those comics over this for just like the quality of the plot and the story. And like but obviously this is not canonical but licensed like official, and so there's something special about it there too. That just made me remember that thinking about reading Pokemon comics as a kid. Like I actually did, it just was primarily that one website.
Yeah. I let us know if you are interested in us covering the next arc, the yellow arc, which is volumes 4 through 7. If that's something you'd
Or
want to
the
see from us.
Nuzlocke web
Or if
comic.
you want us to do the Nuzlocke comic, which I would
I
be
would
down to do.
totally love
I
to
would
do
definitely
that.
be
It's
down to
much
do. That's really
shorter though.
funny. Oh,
Well, it's not even called Nuzlocke at first. It's hard mode, right? It's like Ruby hard
Ruby
mode.
hard mode, yeah.
Yeah. It's not even called Nuzlocke. That's like a fan thing of the fan comics because the Nuzleaf, he says, looks like John Locke from Lost. And so people started calling it Nuzlocke. Like, that is internet. That is Pokemon is amazing for that. Like that is only Pokemon. Anyway, stay out there next.